finally decided, are we, to find out if we're compatible.
That's not what this is.
Hello friends, welcome back to our shared channel. It is February of 2020. And this is the year that Lily and I have decided to really get to know ourselves.
Today we're going to take the Myers-Briggs personality test. That might feel a little random, but basically I was binging a bunch of stuff on YouTube and I got recommended a video that said, the rarest personality type ever. And
Really?
It was about people that are, I think it was INFJ is the most
No
rare.
Clue what that means.
I don't know, there's a bunch of letters, things, I don't know. So we're gonna take this test. I pulled up the history of what the Myers-Briggs thing is.
I am curious.
And I've always heard people talk about this
Me
a lot,
too.
and even on dating apps a lot, I'll see people put their personality types.
Oh,
into
I'm
paragraphs.
mostly just curious, who is Myers-Briggs?
It says, our approach has its roots in two different philosophies. One dates back to the early 20th century and was the brainchild of Carl Gustav Jung.
Oh, Jung.
The
Carl
father.
Jung.
Huh?
It's Jung.
Oh. One of the contributions was introversion versus extroversion.
Right.
What would you say you are?
I'm definitely an extrovert.
I
Just like
agree.
a classic extrovert.
I would say I think I'm a very extroverted introvert.
Yes.
Jung's theory was noticed by Catherine Cook Briggs, who later co-authored a personality indicator still used today, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. And that's how the four-letter acronyms were born.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, and also it does say that, and this goes back to the compatibility, you could meet 5 different people that all say that they're the same thing, but it could mean totally different things to each of them.
Yep.
So it's like,
Interpreting.
it's not like black and white, like this person won't get along with this person, because this
Right.
person will be, you know.
Exactly.
Anyway, should we take the
Let's take the quiz. So this is on 16personalities.com is the website that we're taking this on. You also have to complete all the questions. So, okay. Should we do the first one?
The first one is, you enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. See, that's even hard for me to answer, because like sometimes I do, but like sometimes I don't.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just gonna say agree, because for the most part, I do. I like being around people.
I guess it just
Okay.
depends on like what people.
You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Like, what does that mean?
Heavily disagree. I'm very realistic.
Like, I think I could go to outer space or something, or like.
Actually, no. I feel like this would probably be more agree for you, because
I think
it'd
so.
be like if we're coming up with the video idea, and I'd be like, "We go get lunch." You're like, "No, we're going to Korea," which like clearly that's not happening in the next week.
Hey, girl, I'm just saying it could happen.
Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary.
For
Agree?
sure.
You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it's taken place.
Very seldomly.
It's
No.
like, I feel like 1 out of every 30 times.
Also, you
maybe.
always just say whatever you want,
Yeah.
which is like the best part about you.
People can rarely upset you.
Yeah, that's me.
Define
agree.
upset.
Like really
Does
upset.
frustrate fall into that?
No, I think like upset, like I want to murder you. Right? If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is a top priority to get back on track as soon as possible.
Disagree.
I get excited when things get canceled.
Oh,
I'm like,
thrilled.
oh, I can stay
Yeah.
home and rest.
You rarely worry if you made a good impression on someone you met. Agree.
Yeah, I don't really
Like,
care.
whatever.
You are really affectionate with people you care about.
I'm panicking. I don't know what to put for that.
I think you are affectionate.
I guess
yeah.
it depends on the definition of affection.
I mean, you're not like tonguing strangers.
I'm gonna put it like agree, but like not like if I'm drunk.
You have a careful and methodical approach to life.
Agree.
Lols. How do you think we got to the internet? You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. Are we talking about people who cry like all the time? Because I find it hard to relate to that. Like the girls on Bachelor.
It just hurts. It hurts really bad. I'm just so scared. Like, why am I even here?
I don't know, because I'm thinking like I can get emotional, but like
You don't let your emotions though like guide your life.
decisions. No.
No.
When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog. Agree. Between that and like ordering food, I will spend hours scrolling through and never
Priorities.
pick anything.
I said disagree because I'll just watch the same thing. Crazy Rich
Oh, this next
Asians.
one. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. Disagree.
I'll agree. I'm all the way to the
That
opposite
literally
side.
that question alone is the reason we work out working together, because I can be like freaking out and she'll be fine.
You know what I think about sometimes? Do you remember the time that we co-hosted the Teen Choice Awards live show for Fox? And how you were like freaking out because you had never hosted anything before and I didn't realize
I remember.
that. This has been so exciting. Like, do you feel like this is a real life experience?
I think I blacked out during all of this. It's so chaotic, but it's amazing. So many stars, so many nice people, and I'm just glad it's all about the team.
I'm sweating thinking about
Lily
it.
spent literally like 48 hours researching everyone that walked the carpet.
Guess what? Didn't ask any of them about anything because
You did
all
a
you
great
do is
job,
like,
though.
oh my God, are you excited to be at the Teen Choice Awards? When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Agree. You opposite.
I definitely talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, Joslyn will go somewhere and I'm like, oh, we know them. And then I literally only talk to that person the whole time. Joslyn's like, oh my God, look at my new friend. Look at these people I met. This is the head of this company.
I like people.
You would never let yourself cry in front of others. Disagree. I'm a crier. I feel like I haven't cried on camera much, but I, in person, have cried in front of you countless.
Yeah, but
I've never,
you've seen me cry,
Like-
haven't you?
maybe.
I don't cry very often. I get only upset over very specific things, like never really like work related. The only time I cried that one time when Defy shut down and I felt bad because everybody was like lost their jobs.
Small.
Felt sad.
You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive.
Disagree.
I wish that I could say agree. It's like I would want revenge, but then I'd be too much of a little bitch
But have
to
you
do
seen
it.
that TV show Revenge? Nothing ended well for anyone.
Weirdest
Involved.
reference you could have possibly made.
Such a good show though.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
You often make decisions on a whim. Agree.
Agree.
I would say that makes us spontaneous.
Yeah, for sure. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. I like myself.
I like just get so much done when I'm by myself.
I'm gonna say I disagree for me. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Do you think I understand people's feelings? I think I do.
I would say disagree.
When starting to work on a project, do you prefer to make as many decisions up front as possible?
So far disagree that I literally wish
I
that-
would say I like to make decisions up front, but I'm down to be malleable. But I like to have a plan.
My plan is like, there's plan A, B, C, D.
You look after yourself first and others come second.
Agree, and I think that's fine.
I think that's fine. What do I do? I guess I'm kind of in the middle.
I feel like if
I
you
don't
had asked me
really-
that question 2 years ago, I would have said disagree, but now.
Now you,
yes.
girl. Even when you have a planned particular daily routine, you usually end up doing what you feel like at any given moment.
Agree.
Disagree. Your mood can change very quickly.
Agree.
Disagree. You think my mood can
No,
change?
no, I'm actually now rethinking mine. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. So disagree.
Not really, no. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. No, not really. I don't really think about them very much.
I put disagree.
You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. Disagree. You find it, isn't it funny how like either we're
Opposites.
exactly the same or polar opposite?
After a long, exhausting week, a fun party is just what you need.
Disagree. But to call me 10 years ago, I would have been up in the club.
Right?
Yeah.
Love going out in
Hells yeah.
college.
Okay.
You rarely feel insecure.
Agree.
See results.
Oh my gosh, okay. Let's reveal what we are. My personality type is Consul, ESFJ-A. No idea what that means.
I'm an adventurer, ISFPA.
So I'm a Consul.
Okay, so do you want to go through yours first?
Yeah, my mind. Okay, so this trait determines how we interact with our environment. I'm 76% extroverted and 24% introverted.
It's funny because I'm almost the exact opposite.
Stop!
It's 26% extroverted, 74% introverted.
That's so
Oh
fascinating.
my God, that's so funny. It's literally.
We're literally opposites. Okay, energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. 45% intuitive and 55% observant.
This feels very accurate that I'm 77% observant.
Okay, nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. 36% on thinking and 64% on feeling.
Mine's 33, 67. Similar.
I think so. Okay, well, let's go to identity.
This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and our decisions. 78% assertive, 22% turbulent.
I'm 97% assertive and 3%
So accurate.
turbulent.
I feel like you are so confident about everything. I will be confident about most things, but then there's certain things I think when it's like skill related where I am just like too hard on myself.
Yes. Yeah, so now we can explore our personality types a bit more. I still don't understand what a console personality is, I guess. It says people who share the console personality type are, for lack of a better word, popular. LOL.
Oh my God.
Popular. Which makes sense given that it is also a very common personality type, making up 12% of the population.
That next sentence?
In high school, consoles are the cheerleaders and the quarterbacks. Oh my gosh.
You were a cheerleader.
I was, setting the tone, taking the spotlight, and leading their teams towards victory and fame. Later in life, consoles continue to enjoy supporting their friends and loved ones, organizing social gatherings, and doing their best to make sure everyone is happy.
So accurate. Wow.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
Adventure personalities are true artists.
You are. You are.
But not necessarily in the typical sense where they're out painting happy little trees.
Okay.
Interesting wording.
Consoles are more concerned with fashion, their appearance, their social status, and the standings of other people. Practical matters and gossip are their bread and butter, but consoles do their best to use their powers for good. How shallow.
This is so...
I'm a shallow bee.
No, but it's not.
I do like fashion with a U. You know this.
Adventurers are definitely introverts, surprising their friends further when they step out of the spotlight to be themselves to recharge. You surprised when I don't want to do anything for a week?
No, not at all. This is a lot of information. Basically, mine says that I'm an altruist. I take my responsibility to help people very seriously.
True.
They make loyal and devoted partners and parents. Oh, gotta tell Chris that. They also like to go to parties.
You do go to more events than anyone I know.
They're very conflict averse. They like social order. So like I also do not like to get mixed up in the drums ever. I'm not about it. But also at the bottom of this page, it says consoles you might know. Taylor Swift, Jennifer Garner, Bill Clinton, and Steve Harvey. Oh my gosh. J-Lo. Wow.
You're in great company.
Wait, okay, tell me more about yourself.
Adventurers find ways to push their passions. Riskier behaviors like gambling and extreme sports are common with this personality type. Adventurers also enjoy connecting with others and have an irresistible charm.
That's so true. You are very charming.
If a criticism does get through, it can end poorly.
You're good with criticism though, don't you think so?
But if the comments are a bit more biting and less mature, adventure personalities can lose their tempers in spectacular fashion.
I've never seen you get like
I would say maybe not to
spectacular.
someone's face, but I would get very frustrated after
behind their
someone
backs,
was like
yeah.
trying to say that like
Yes.
past experiences.
Yes.
Cool. I feel like that's
Who are your celebrity doppelgangers?
Lana
though?
Del Rey, Kevin Costner, Avril Lavigne,
Avril,
Frida Kahlo,
Britney Spears, and Michael
Different,
Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I like Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad.
I love that. The next category is romantic relationships. Consoles don't do casual flings. They need to know that their partners will always be by their sides. Offering unwavering support and marriage and family are the ultimate goal. That is very true.
Very. For me, it says adventurers are quite mysterious and difficult to get to know.
Ooh.
I don't feel like that's true. While this can be sometimes frustrating, if they are accepted for who they are, adventurers prove to be warm, enthusiastic partners. I actually feel like that could be accurate.
The next one is parenthood, and this says that for console personalities, having children is often the culmination of a console's life goals. They cherish every moment of it. I did not even think about having children until I was definitely already in my 30s.
But you're so gonna be a mom.
Now
that
that
is
I'm like, oh, I found someone I actually would like to make people with, you know? That's like literally 100% of the battle. I definitely want to have kids. But who knows what it's gonna be like? I hope I can teach them how to speak.
it's a concern I have for my future.
Children show
When it comes to parenting, adventurers often feel right at home. While no one could be said to be truly prepared for such a task, their personality's natural warmth, practicality, and relaxed nature help them to settle in and appreciate every moment of joy and hardship that comes with raising a child.
Here's my thing. Is there a personality type where you open this and it's like, you should never have a child. You'll be a terrible parent.
Right?
Stop now while you still can. This is like even saying I'm really gonna enjoy being a grandparent. That is like really getting down the
you
line.
would though.
That's really getting down the line, guys. In conclusion, consoles need to put in conscious effort to develop their weaker traits and additional skills. That's true. I probably should learn something new.
I would say you need.
I feel like I need to do less.
I was gonna say what you need to do is learn how to relax more.
I do. I actually do. I do need to work on chilling the F out, actually. This is very fascinating. I do think these personality tests are just as interesting for us to know about ourselves, but also for the people around us to know, so that you know how to like interact and have more meaningful relationships.
And as we said, I feel like this is definitely like one thing could mean one thing to someone, it's totally different for
Yes.
someone else. But it says that the point of these is that it allows you to go deeper into your personality type and answer why, how, and what if.
Ooh. If you guys are watching and you've taken the Myers-Briggs test, hit the comments and let us know like what your personality was. But if you haven't taken it, let's link to it in the info section. Then let us know what you got.
And I also want to know, like, do you think that makes sense for us? Like, do
Yeah.
you think from your perspectives, does that match our personalities?
Because a lot of people are like experts who are obsessed with these personality tests. Like I know people, and you were saying on dating apps, people
Yeah,
talk
it's
about
very
it a lot.
common.
I've never done one except the love language one, so I'm curious about this world.
Well.
Is there another personality test we should take? I'm kind of obsessed with this.
That's it for today.
Getting to know you.
Go check out our Patreon if you want to see all these videos a day early, and we have some other stuff on there too. And you can win an ice cream maker. That's happening.
That is happening. Patreon.com/shared. Be there. Boo, boo, boo. Extroverted.
That was terrifying.
I'm going to use that as an excuse from now on. I'm a consul,
We're done.
EFGKW4.
Farewell.
Bye.
I keep telling her it's supposed to be about your personality and how you deal with
But
things.
maybe-
not that you can't.
You're not compatible with your true self. Does that make any sense?
No.
This is a lot of information. I already had to go to premarital therapy. I'm like, I can't deal with any more of this. This is a lot of information.